So as I said, here on the left side, I've given you a whole description of what that sarvam is, and I've said sarvam is that which pervades everywhere, also means paripurna or complete. There is also another etymology of sarvam called sarvam tad adinatvat tad sarvam iti uchyate. Sarvam tad adinatvat. Adinatvat means everything is under his control, therefore he is called sarvam. Yeah. So those are all the two meanings that you need to hold on. So here, coming on to the right side, as I said, Varuna is now expanding on the concept of sarvam, and he says, if he is pervading everywhere, where does he pervade? Is the first question. He says, Bhuta bhavat bhavishyaditi. Okay, that is first way of looking at it. When I say Bhuta, Bhavat, and Bhavishyad iti, that is that sarvam who pervades. What does that mean? So we have to go to our Om and then expand this. And that exactly is what Om is also talking about. So approach 6. What is the sixth angle by which you can approach Om? We said Akara, Ukara, and Makara. Akara stands for Atita. Ukara stands for Utpanna. And M stands for Meya. What is Atita? Past. Okay. Bhutam means what? Past. Okay. Utpanna or Bhavad means present. And Meya or Nirmeya and Bhavishya means future. So that instantly gives you an idea that this supreme being has pervaded not only the present times, he has been pervading all along from past, present, and he will always be pervading everything that is there in his creation. So that exactly is what Akshara also is. There is another etymology of Akshara called Akshoti iti Aksharaha. Akshoti means that which pervades. Yeah. So you can see how everything falls into place. The words are put there for us to contemplate these ideas about the Supreme. So past, present, and future, this Supreme Being is pervading. There is also another view of looking at this. Bhutam. So Akara also stands for what is called Agamana. Agamana means creation. Okay. Ukara stands for Uttana. Uttana means maintenance. Okay. Makara stands for Manam. Manam is also another meaning of destruction. So instantly you also get the idea of creation, maintenance, and destruction. So what does that mean? That this Brahman is there in creation. He maintains his creation, and he is also responsible for destruction. Is one view. The other view is whether creation is happening or not, maintenance is happening or not, destruction is happening or not. He is always there. The third view is before creation he is always there. During creation he is always there, and even after destruction he is always there. Ekameva Advitiyam, as Chandogya Upanishad celebrates him. So that is the seventh approach of Om, when you actually take Bhuta Bhavat Bhavishyaditi. Okay, so this guy is there in the past, in the present, as well as in the future. Okay, now we have to look at this Bhuta Bhavat Bhavishyat a little bit more detail. We have to dissect it further. So that is your approach 8 for Omkara. So as I said, Akara, Ukara, Makara is Bhutam, Bhavat, and Bhavishyat. And what does that also implies? There is also an implication that if it is there, if this Brahman is pervaded in the past, present, and the future, he is pervaded where? He is pervaded the universe. What are the various levels of the universe that we know of? And that is where the Gayatri Mantra comes in. And before I go Pravesha to that, I would like to ask Sheila ji to recite the Gayatri Mantra for us, please.
Namaste Mataji. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sheila ji. Would anybody else would like to volunteer for Gayatri Mantra, or we'll move on? Okay, so we'll move on. So this Swaha, Bhur, Bhuvaha, Swaha, and I've listed it here. Bhur, Bhuvaha, Swaha. Okay, 3 regions of the universe. Yeah. So in the past, present, and the future, this Sarvam actually is pervading these 3 regions of the universe. Yeah. So Bhur Bhuva Swaha, also is indicates akara, ukara, makara. Okay. Now, why do I say only three? But actually, when we have done our lectures on creation, we said there are actually 14 levels of creation, 14 levels of planetary systems, as described in Bhagavatam, for example. So, what does that mean? So, Bhuloka is our earthly existence. Below Bhuloka, there are 7 levels of lower regions of the universe, and above Swarloka, there are 4 additional regions: Janaloka, Tapoloka, Maharloka, and Satyaloka. So together it becomes 14 regions of the universe. But 3 is conventionally used. So 3 is also correct, 14 is also correct. So again, this Sarvam not only pervades past, present, and future, but that past, present, and future he is pervading in Bhur Bhuva Swaha, which exactly is the Vyahriti of Gayatri. So when you say Bhur Bhuva Swaha, it not just, you have to think about this Brahman who has pervaded these regions in 3 different times, the relative time. Now here is another version of Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Okay. Now Bhur Bhuva Swaha is not just the 3 regions. It is actually the name of the Supreme himself. Okay. So Akara means Ananta. Ukara is Ucha or Unnata. Makara is Madhuva. Okay. So Ananta means what? Infinite and complete. That exactly is the meaning of Bhu. Bhu means Purna. How? In Veda Vyasa himself says that in his Vedanta Sutra, and in many Upanishads that word comes Bhu. Bhu is Bhumatva. Bhuma. Bhuma is the name of the Supreme. Bhuma means infinite. Yeah. So Bhuma. So that the shortened version of Bhuma is Bhuhu. Okay. That means Purnatva or Ananta. Now, Ucha or Unnata means what? Very high, highest. Yeah. So, Bhuvaha means Bhuti Varaha. It is the shortened version of the word Bhuti Varaha. Bhuti Varaha means he who has infinite high levels of qualities. Swaha means Sukha. Yeah. Ananta Sukha is the Swaha. So, when I recite Gayatri, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, now the whole interpretation changes. Om is not only the name of the Supreme. When I think about Om, I'm thinking about so many other angles of Om. Then when I say Bhur Bhuva Swaha, then I also know that this fellow not only pervades all these times and regions, but he himself is Bhu, Bhuvaha, and Swaha because he is complete, he is the highest, and he is Ananta Sukha or infinitely blissful. Yeah. So that also comes in. So when Varuna says Bhuta Bhavat Bhavishyad iti, you need to be thinking about all these ideas that our rishis are seeing when they are contemplating. Okay. Now, so now what we have so far what we have done is we've done Om, we've done Akshara, and then we have done Sarvaha. And now Varuna is reminding us, you know what? Sarvam Omkara Eva. So no, there is no problem with this interpretation. So he says, you know that Sarvam, that all that thing that I've said, that one that pervades everywhere, that Sarvam is Omkara. Yeah, Sarvam Omkara Eva. He is Omkara. He is synonymous with Omkara. Okay, therefore, Sarvam Omkara Eva, because he has pervaded everywhere. So Omkara Vacha God is Sarvam. When I say that, it gives an idea of omnipotence of the Supreme. He is omnipotent. Okay. So the other way of looking at this is, that is the beauty of these verses. You can split them open, you can join words, and then you can get various meanings. So Bhuta Bhavat Bhavishyaditi Sarvam Omkara Eva means Bhuta Bhavat Bhavishyad in past, present, and future. Sarvam Omkara Eva means that fellow who has pervaded everywhere. So you can look at it in various angles. So that gives an idea of omnipresence of the Supreme. He was, he is, he will be in everything. So there, Akara becomes Atita. Okay. Ukara becomes Utpanna, and M as Maya is exactly the same. That is, he was, is, will be in everything. It gives you that idea of omnipresence. So immediately you understand omnipotency and omnipresence of God when I say Sarvam Omkara Eva. If I say this Omkara is everything, Yeah. If this Omkara is everything, then the question is, what is it everything? Is this Omkara this world? Fine. If Omkara is this world, please then give me an answer. Is this world real or not? Yeah. If the world is imaginary and illusion, you are saying Omkara is Sarvam, and then you're saying the world is illusory. Yeah. So all those kind of questions should come when you have the philosophical discussion. So that is for another level of dispensation and discussions about how the Upanishads proceed. But the word Sarvam, I keep coming back to that. The word Sarvam there is a name of God that gives you an idea of omnipotence and omnipresence. HinduKnowledgeAcademy.com will celebrate Vedic culture and present its philosophies to the modern Hindu in an accessible format. Our ancient heritage is our greatest strength. Through preservation and dissemination, together let us spread positivity in the world. Thank you for listening and welcome to Hindu Knowledge Academy.